everybody. I'm the Trump bear. Hello. The microphone's a little low for me. Can I get that microphone a little lower? No? Man. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. This is my show. Thank you for showing up, and wonderful. Just kidding. It's me still. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Oh, it's telling me some sort of error occurred. I don't know if I'm actually live. I'm going to err on the side of I'm live. I hope so. People are saying F? No, they see me. What's up, everybody? So today I got a Trump bear. Hello, I'm the Trump bear. All right, and okay. Thank you for sending me to Adam. Yes, he is officially my new co-host. It is a Trump bear. I don't know. I mean, he wanted to join my show. I said, you know what? As long as you're, good talking back and forth, and we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So here.
Smash the like button.
What was that? What was that, Trump bear?
Smash the like button.
He's telling you all to smash the like button. So you better smash that like button.
Smash it.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Why don't you jump up there? Everybody, I think you know who this is.
Just kidding.
Hey,
Hi.
it's Cosmic Garth.
Hey, buddy.
Just kidding. No, this is Ian Crossland. I forgot to add your little your tag at the top
Cool.
there.
Ian Crossland.
Hey, well, thanks everyone for showing up. I'm in a new spot. I've shifted studios again. Yesterday I spent the day rebuilding this and making it so I can have a guest or co-host. Hello.
I like the new space.
Yeah, it's nice, right?
It's fresh.
This is actually where Timcast IRL began. We're in the original studio section, so it kind of feels good to be back where I'm at. Let me see that Trump bear real quick. So somebody actually sent me this Trump bear. He's pretty good though, Look at this.
His eyes.
He's ready for presidential action.
He really looks like Trump.
Does he?
Kinda. His hair.
I could see it. Look into my eyes. That's what I imagine him saying. Look at me. Look at me. All right. Well, he's cool. I'm gonna set him up somewhere. I don't know. He'll be a part of the show. Anyway, what's up, everybody? How you doing? How's your Friday? Sorry I wasn't there yesterday. I was doing this. I really appreciate you guys all showing up as usual. I'll always appreciate you. I just saw someone ask, "Who's Ian Crossland?" That's Ian Crossland right there.
What up, homies?
For those who don't know, Ian joined me for Adamcast when we took over the Timcast IRL show. Actually, when it was was it here?
Yeah, we were in
switch spots. That's right. So hopefully you can hear us. There may be some. We don't know about the audio. Ian was like, "Should I? You want to? I know you talked about me being on the show, and I was like, yeah, let's do it, whatever." And it was 5 minutes before we went live, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, come on, whatever. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he grabbed some headphones, and so we're going to do it. I mean, he doesn't know what we're going to talk about today. He seriously just came up to me and was like, well, what's the deal? And I'm like, whatever, So I got my guitar here. I don't have a name for her yet, but I don't even know if it's a girl. Most of my guitars are girls. I've named all of them so far.
Gender neutral?
No, I think it's a girl.
It's a girl. She's beautiful.
She's beautiful.
I love that guitar.
I'm just going to show off my guitar. Look at this.
It's a Martin
Look at this.
Dreadnought.
It is. This is a Street Master. A Martin Street Master. Man, look at that. Oh, that is just pretty. Oh, my goodness. So anyway, I love this guitar. I'll probably be playing some music later, and Ian plays.
You know it.
So we'll probably be jamming at the end of the episode. I see a lot of people talking about the new Tom MacDonald song. I did hear it. Do you listen to Tom MacDonald?
I listened to him last night, actually.
Okay.
A lot of his stuff last night.
So he's got 2 new albums coming. I think one is just a mixtape of all. I don't know what exactly that means, but I know one of the albums is going to be completely new music, and he dropped a new music video. He's always got really good music videos, and today he dropped a new one. It's pretty good.
All right.
It's different. It's not. I don't think it's like a top hit. But it's like, the more I listen to his album, the more I'm like, man, all of these songs are just quality songs. Yeah, and it's just another quality song.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's, what is it? People Be Stupid, I think it's called.
All right.
Hold on, let me just double check. People Be Stupid. Let me see. Oh, you know what popped up first?
Huh.
A bunch of Kamala Harris articles.
Oh, jeez.
What?
The path is clear.
Tom MacDonald. Let's see if that pops up. Yep, of course, a bunch of people are reacting. There's so many people that just make reaction videos to Tom MacDonald's music. It's pretty insane.
Some of his songs are about the people that are reacting.
I know, yeah, that's true. It is pretty funny, actually. But today we're going to talk about a bunch of different things. I don't know if you know anything about what we're going to talk about, but I guess I'll tell you as much as I'm going to tell everyone else. We're going to talk about Marquise Love. He finally got arrested. I guess he turned himself in. You know who's
no.
that? So did you hear about how the guy got beat on Sunday night?
Yes.
And then someone booted him in the face?
Yes,
just
I
straight
saw
kick to the
that.
face. So the guy who kicked him in the face, allegedly, although he turned himself in this morning, so I guess it was him, Marquise Love. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to read a couple of different things about that. Then we got a mayor who faked her own kidnapping / robbery, but it was faked. And I guess she's running for mayor.
What?
Yeah. So we got this story. That's a crazy story. Then we got 2 hurricanes forming at once.
This I've heard about.
You have heard about this.
That's freaky.
So I got 2 different articles talking about what they are. It's currently they're tropical storms, but it looks like they could potentially become big hurricanes that are going to hit. One's going to hit Texas. One's going to basically ride along the east coast of Florida, which sucks because I got a lot of friends and family who live on the west coast of Florida. So, I mean, we'll see about that. And then, of course, I got this article about genetically modified mosquitoes.
Oh.
So they've been talking about this for a while, but now they've got the go-ahead.
Oh, jeez.
So now they're going to do it, and I guess they're releasing a bunch of millions and millions of genetically modified mosquitoes in Florida.
Okay.
That scares me.
Yeah, should we lead with that?
You want to just talk about it?
What the heck?
Let's talk about the mosquito thing. So check us out. This is crazy. Millions of genetically modified mosquitoes to be released in Florida. This is nuts. So it's a UK-based company. It plans to purposefully release hundreds of millions of genetically modified mosquitoes into Florida. And it may sound like a scientific story. Let's see, whatever. Let's see why they're doing. That's what I want to know. What is the point of it here? It says insect combating tech company Oxitect has created a male mosquito modified so that all of its offspring die before hatching. Ah, okay. The U.S.-owned company has named it Ox 5034 and designed it as an alternative to spray insecticides. Now I'm under the impression that only the females bite you, right?
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I think that's true, that it's only female mosquitoes. So if that's the case, I'm a lot less scared of this right off the bat.
You know, I've had fantasies about killing all the mosquitoes on Earth at once. Like if I was Thanos and I had that power as a kid, I'd be like, what if? And I wonder about what kind of ecosystem disaster would that, catalyze?
That's a good point.
But man, they are annoying.
Yeah, you got to think about every single different part of the world that we live in, right? All the biology, the world of each individual ecosystem needs all these different puzzle pieces to work. If you take mosquitoes out, what is that affecting?
And they could be spreading genetic information in an
That's
evolution.
a good point. Interesting. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe there's certain animals that need mosquitoes to spread their something. I don't know. Maybe even down at like a bacteria level or, some sort of, I don't know, something crazy, but what would happen? That's a good point. What happened if someone Thanos'd mosquitoes just gone and they were out of here? What would we do? I don't,
If it was a video game, I would save the game and then do it.
Yeah, save it.
Just to see.
Do it. See what happens. Oh, wait a minute. The world's lighting up. Maybe we should go back and put the mosquitoes back. I don't know. Well, let's read a little bit more. It says a plan to release more than 750 million of these genetically modified male mosquitoes in the Florida Keys received Environmental Protection Agency's approval in May. Oh, all the way back in May, I guess. Okay, and got unanimous go-ahead from 7 Florida agencies in June. Although I do know for a fact, because we actually talked about this on Timcast IRL, that the people were pissed.
Like the regular civilians that are not part of the decision making were like, what is this? Like, we don't want this at all. So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. So let's see. It says the project has been seeking approval for more than a decade. CNN reported. Wow, a decade. The modified mosquitoes will be released into Florida over a 2-year period starting this summer. Beginning next summer, they will also be released in Harris County, Texas. Oxitec said in a May statement following the EPA's approval. So also they're going to rock Texas with this too. Man, I hope it doesn't. I mean, you brought up a good point. Like, what happens if this totally throws off the whole ecosystem and like plants start dying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, I just thought about mules. I guess probably at some point mules didn't exist, and that's like a horse and a donkey bred together, and they're sterile. And
are they?
Yeah. They don't
really.
It hasn't seemed to destroy any kind of ecosystem.
Huh. How does that even make sense? How do mules? How do you make more mules? You just keep crossing them with a horse and a donkey?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's wild.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. All right, interesting. So, I don't know. This mosquito thing, it feels like humans are kind of running rampant with this playing God thing.
Yeah.
That's really what it feels like.
I think it was 2013 is when the Supreme Court said it was legal for companies to patent living organisms for the first time, and that really freaked me out.
What year was that?
I think it was 2013.
Oh, okay.
2012.
Not too long ago. Yeah, but and this whole cloning sheep thing, that was a big deal when that first started happening. No one talks about it anymore. I know. And I'm pretty sure they're still doing it.
It's amazing how fast we normalize.
Yeah, that's true. Normalize cloning stuff. Everybody remember Jurassic Park? Remember that? There's actually talks of scientists making a dinosaur just like Jurassic Park.
Oh,
have you heard about this?
Fantastic. No. Tell me about it.
Well, I don't have the article pulled up, but I was reading this article about 2 weeks ago, and essentially that's what they're doing. They're saying, we actually found DNA. We know how to clone sheep. We could clone the dinosaur off the DNA. Should we do it? It's
of course.
No.
What?
You think they should?
No, I was being sarcastic. What dinosaur?
I don't know.
Man.
I don't think they even know, but it's like, what are they doing? Like, why? They're playing God.
You know,
humans have become God. That's what they're saying.
I thought that if we have wiped out a lot of species of animals, I don't know if we have, but the ecosystem since the industrialization seems to have killed off, sparked somewhat of a mass, die off of animals. Maybe it's good that we can bring them back genetically.
As we're killing off
maybe
a whole subspecies of mosquitoes. Not saying that I don't want these mosquitoes gone, because, I mean, who likes mosquitoes? Oh, yes, come suck my blood. No, if anything that sucks my blood, I don't like it. Ticks and mosquitoes, get out of here.
I was in South America. My friend has an ayahuasca retreat down there, and she lives in the jungle. Okay. And was saying, the mosquitoes, I let them bite me and eat me. And I was like, I'm trying to get there. I haven't got there yet.
Can I just take a second? Of course he's got a friend in South America with an ayahuasca retreat. Huh?
Shout out.
Wait, go ahead.
Nancy, oh gosh, I don't remember the name of the retreat.
Oh, you ruined the shout out.
It's in Peru.
But that's cool. Yeah, I mean, man, some people are like that. They wouldn't even kill a mosquito because it's killing an animal, basically.
I used to have mosquitoes. Sometimes I get them in LA. I'd be in my apartment, and they would just fly around and not bother me. But as soon as I would kill one, the other ones would come at me.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I never noticed that. Yeah. Because I kill any one of them that comes near me. Like, gotcha. Gotcha. You're dead. You dead. So
don't tread on me, boy.
Yeah, don't tread on me. All right, so these mosquitoes, I mean, we're playing with something that we don't understand. And you mentioned something just a second ago. There's a massive amount of extinction going on. Like, species are going extinct all over the world. Is it climate change? Is it overforestation? Is it, oh man, I could keep going, like scroll, I don't remember what's it called when they trove the ground in the ocean, when they just kind of rake it up.
Trawl,
yeah, trawling. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thank you. And I mean, who knows what else are they doing that we don't even know about? Oil spills. All this stuff.
Flooding can do it. That's a big one.
Well, man, and then about the flooding that's going on in China right now. It's like, it's insane.
This is regarding the Three Gorges Dam.
It is.
That's a big deal.
It is a big deal, man. I feel like I should have pulled up some stuff. We're kind of veering through, but you know what? I mean, that's kind of what what I want the show to be. I don't want to be stuck in some news thing. Like, you know, when I did Timcast IRL, when we started, I wasn't supposed to do news at all. It was no politics, no anything. And then the way it all turned out, I kind of had no choice in the matter, you know. So it was like, all right, well, if you're gonna be sitting here with Tim, you know, Pool, you're gonna have to know politics, or you're just gonna look like a fool.
Yeah.
I didn't intend for that to rhyme, but
it did,
and it makes sense actually.
Wonderful.
So I don't know. It just feels like I had to do the research. I had to know what I was talking about. So, but this is my show, and I'm kind of realizing over the week, I don't want to do politics. You know, I know a lot of you are here probably know me for my political views, maybe, you know, but I really want to get into more of what I want to talk about, which is science stuff and weather, maybe space things. Obviously, I'm going to talk about politics because it is important. There's no doubt in my mind that politics are super important for all of us to know about and talk about. But man, talking about mosquitoes and the fall of animals on the planet is way more exciting.
Yeah, you said the other day how politics is kind of like an extrapolation of what we are.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting kind of way to look at it, because talking about the mosquitoes is like the one thing, but then you can talk about the politics of it, which is like how the governments are interacting with what's going on. Like the flooding we can talk about, or we can talk about the politics of the flooding, like who's involved, who's protecting or not choosing not to protect the land that's being flooded.
Yeah, good point.
And like, what is politics? That's even the word politics. Probably we could define in a new way with social media. These, you know, because anyone can get online and talk about their feelings, and it's almost political.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look at us right now. We're, you know, we got a bunch of people sitting here watching, just talking about random stuff, and it's like, you know, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. Politics, huh? Fun.
Interesting word. Sure is.
Do you watch the DNC at all? Have you been watching?
Negative.
Good for you.
Did you?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was bad.
You stayed through?
I mean, no, I definitely did not watch all of the DNC. I couldn't. I just couldn't stand it. It was a cringe anti-Trump. I was waiting for them to say their policies, and all they were saying is things would be better if Trump wasn't president. And that's literally all they said over and over and over again. And it's like Biden's speech was like, if I become president, I'll make things good again. And it's like, what? That's it? You're going to make things good again? Obviously, it was a little more in detail, but that's essentially what it was. It was ridiculous. Like, come on.
I told you that theory, like, and then what'll happen is some kids will go there and they'll be watching. They're like, who's this Trump? He'll be like, Trump's bad. And like, maybe there's a chance someone doesn't know. And they're like, who are they talking about? Then they search Donald Trump, and all of a sudden they start reading about Donald Trump, and they've given power to Donald Trump just by talking about him.
Yeah.
You know, so if they don't have a goal, it's hard to get on board, I think.
Yeah, I read actually something about they did that with George Bush, how they regret talking about George Bush. Were you telling me that? Were you talking about that? Okay, yeah. So I was reading something about how the Democrats were bummed, or not necessarily bummed isn't the word that they chose, but they were upset that they talked about George Bush a lot, and it ended up giving him more views, essentially. And it's like, that's exactly what's happening with Trump. Now they're trying to say, oh, haha, the whole dementia thing with Joe Biden is backfiring on all the Republicans because he nailed that speech. He totally destroyed it. And it's like, yeah, sure, he's known he was going to have this speech for how many months now? Like, he's probably been rehearsing it over and over and over again. And then he read from the teleprompter, like, cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see you debate the president because...
Oh, I would love that.
Oh, well, we're going to see it.
Oh, good.
You know, I hope. Who knows? It feels like they're trying to just avoid having any sort of debate at all. You know, it's like, come on. Like, you're going to have to debate. So, I don't know. It's crazy. So, the DNC was... It was a mess. The best thing was, you know what, I'm going to pull this up because this is so funny. I was watching outside of the DNC, there was these line of trucks.
I saw that.
Oh my goodness. Check this out. So this is outside the DNC. It's just all these trucks with just these anti-Sleepy Joe, creepy Joe Biden. It is just the creepiest thing ever. Look at this. He's just hanging out over. Oh, this is the best one right here. This is the best. Please don't make me vote for Joe Biden. Please don't make me vote for Joe Biden. You remember that?
No.
Oh, it was like a TikTok of some I don't know, some girl just freaking out like, I can't believe you guys are going to choose Joe Biden. And she was clearly a Democrat that wants to vote Democrat. But then she's like, don't make me vote for Joe Biden. So it's just like, oh, that video was just hilarious. So it's just embarrassing, honestly. I'm shocked that he got the nomination, but he got the nomination. And
it's like the big hair in the 80s. Embarrassing.
What's that?
Like the girls in the 80s would have these huge
the big hair. Okay.
And as a kid, I was like 7 and 8, and it was just so weird and uncomfortable. And like as soon as they started straightening their hair in the early 90s, like Jennifer Aniston kind of helped us usher in the straight hair age.
Yeah.
It was normalized, and I thought, well, now they look.
You're like,
normal.
thank goodness.
Yeah. Thank you for coming back to normality.
Thank goodness we have straight hair again. Yeah. What about like rock stars that did that?
Those guys were cool. I mean, I didn't mind it on stage, but it was like the girls in my middle school with the huge, that spray, the hairspray, and the smell, and it was like, it was bigger than their face, so it was really distracting.
Yeah, I could see that. That is pretty funny. Have you ever heard of Steel Panthers?
No.
You ever hear of them?
I don't think so.
Steel Panthers, I don't know if anyone else out there knows them. They're a rock band now. Actually, I don't know. They've been rocking for years now, like probably 20 years. I don't know when they got together, but man, they have some funny songs. I can't even name this. Right. I want to tell you the name of the song that I'm thinking of, but I don't think I can say it.
Okay.
But it's hilarious. Shout out to Steel Panthers. You've made me laugh many times, and you guys are actually really rock. They rock. Like they're awesome. They're an awesome band, but the lyrics are so funny. It's like Weird Al style hilarious, awesome. But they're actually they actually rock it out. So it's pretty awesome. But so I mean the DNC, that was a mess. You didn't miss anything.
I didn't think I would. I saw the clips. The highlights.
It feels like no one was watching it anyway.
We're like 5,000 live viewers or something.
Is that what it was?
I don't know. I heard that number.
That's like where we are right now.
I know. Your show
actually, we got more than
that.
that.
Yeah. That's like, what is politics?
Oh man. Oh, I see a lot of people shouting out Steel Panthers. Yeah. See, the chat gets it. They get it. Yeah, but the DNC, man, wow, that was hard to watch, yo.
Wow.
So let's get into this here. This is Portland. This is from a couple days ago. Just kind of sets the mood, I guess, for or the story. Portland police ID'd Marquise Love as alleged attacker in the vicious truck beating attack. So here's him standing over it. I paused the video because I didn't want to show any of the brutalness of it. This is just him standing over the guy that he completely knocked out. And I guess, like, I don't know who. There was a rumor that 4chan might have ID'd him. I don't know if that's true or not. They seem to be on top of their game right now. But here's the full story here. It's cops arrest Marquise Love for kicking Portland pickup truck driver in the head and knocking him unconscious. The 25-year-old Portland protester accused of kicking the truck driver was arrested. And let's see, he was charged with 3 felonies: assault, coercion, and riot. Wow, okay. His bail was $260,000. Wow, he was booked at 5:30 a.m., and he reportedly turned himself in following a 4-day manhunt. So they were after him. Wow. So this is when they ID'd him. That was August 18th. So all week they've been looking for this guy. Here he is. I guess he used to work for a airline company. I don't remember which one. Doesn't matter. They actually got on Twitter and was like, "Thanks for reaching out to us. He doesn't work here anymore. He hasn't worked here in a while. Please don't get mad at us.
Don't break our windows."
Yeah. Someone said I guess it wasn't 4chan. It was maybe it was Reddit. Oh no, yeah, it was 4chan. They're saying 4chan, and they're crazy.
Yeah, they can like triangulate
they're
where
awesome,
you are
though.
by
my friend actually hit me up. He was like, "Dude, I saw you on 4chan."
Legit.
On Politically Incorrect. I guess this whole Timcast IRL thing kind of made waves. But 4chan, man. It feels like the last free speech like bastion on the internet. Like it's anonymous. You could say whatever you want. Although I gotta give it up for 4chan for rocking the whole Netflix thing. Do you know about this Netflix thing? You know what? Let's talk about it. This is disgusting. It's so funny. I'm going to read a super chat right now. As I said disgusting, I read your super chat. Like I read you say, Lights Animation and Gaming said, "Did you hear of Netflix disgusting new movie Cuties? I said disgusting as I read you like super chat that right away. It was kind of trippy actually. So that was a good moment between you and me, Lights, animation and gaming. Anyway, gross. It's a story about these 11-year-old kids that want to learn how to twerk, and it's like a full-on movie about them. And they had this image. I don't want to post any images of this. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to give them any. Yeah, I'm honestly at the point of canceling my Netflix account because they're not taking it off. They're like, well, it won a Sundance Festival prize, and it's like, okay, yeah. Why does that make it okay for you guys to put this video on Netflix? It's disgusting. Like, you're sexualizing 11-year-old kids, and the picture that they had was 4 11-year-olds in skimpy outfits in like sexualized positions. It was disgusting. It's like, my goodness, it caused a huge upset on the internet, and rightly so, because it's disgusting. It's like they're trying to make it normalize it, like this is okay. It's like, no, Netflix, it's not okay. It's disgusting, and you need to take it off. I guess that it's supposed to enter the Netflix pool next month, so it's not officially on Netflix yet. But I mean, if they put that on there, I think I'm at the point where I'm just gonna cancel my Netflix account. Bye bye Netflix. Like, that's disgusting. If you're gonna condone that, that's what you're doing. You're condoning that kind of behavior, and it's disgusting. Shame on you, Netflix. So seriously, it's disgusting. It's rated TVMA. Mr. Squiggle says that why?
What does that mean?
Mature. Yeah.
It means you got to be 18 to watch a bunch of 11-year-olds.
Yes. Why?
And they call it cuties.
They call it cuties.
That's really, really ridiculous. That's disgusting.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm just saying it from the outside. I haven't seen anything about it, but it sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like they're trying to make a point using the problem as an example, but the problem is what you're trying to avoid.
Yeah, exactly. Good point.
But
yeah,
maybe they're so far gone that they think it's okay for 11-year-olds to twerk in public.
I don't know, man, but I got to give it up to 4chan, because 4chan has straight up said, we're going to ban you if you post this stuff on here. And that's like, we just said, it's the last bastion of free speech, but they don't take kindly to this kind of stuff. And it's like, bravo, because some things you just don't normalize. Some things are just not okay ever. It's just not okay. Now France is trying to lower the legal age of consent to 15. Do you hear about this?
Like sexual consent?
Yeah.
No.
It's like, come on. It's like our brains aren't even fully grown until like 24 or 25. That makes a huge difference. Then you got to think about what consent is. It's like, people don't have any idea. I had no idea what I was doing in my life. I still don't know what I'm doing in my life. I'm still just winging it. I'm in my 30s.
Kids are being exposed to like pornography at the age of 4 and 6 years old.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
So I'm trying not to be the guy that's like, well, when I was a kid, this is how it was, and I'm like, maybe there is something to it that I don't understand, but it's terrifying.
Wow.
To do that to a child.
I agree.
Are parents now supposed to introduce their kids to pornography before the world does, so that they can do it right?
I don't know. I mean, I get, sex education in high school does make sense, because you want to, STDs and premarital pregnancies, all that stuff. People need to be smart about all that stuff. But so tomorrow I have Carlin joining me. She's a psychologist, and I want to talk to her about relationships and, the normalization and of relationships in general, and I feel like we're pushing it too much. Like, that's more priority for people to find a girlfriend or a boyfriend instead of prepping yourself for a job in life. You know what I mean? People care more about finding a lover than, getting a job in some cases, and that's a problem. That's not how it always was. Most of the time it was, if you don't have a job, you can't even think about courting someone because they won't even look at you. Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't have a job? Psh, bye.
And when you're living your best self, like doing what you love, you tend to find the people that fit for you. I've found in my experience.
Yeah.
If you're out there chasing people, you find not the right results.
That's a good point. Yeah, exactly. So this whole normalization of things that that just don't make. I mean, I'm gonna be careful on how I word this because it's the reason humans have lasted as long as we have is because there's a traditional sense of, you know, family and whatnot, and the sexualization of kids, this whole thing, it's just disgusting, and it's changing a lot of the dynamics of humans nowadays, you know. And then of course with the explosive of the internet, it's, you know, things spread a lot more faster. People can connect. I mean, we're more disconnected now when we're also more connected than ever. It's like a weird, you know, shift that we're in. It's like doesn't make any sense, but it's true. You know, we are disconnected, but also really connected. It's weird. You know, people used to know all of their neighbors, everyone in their neighborhood. That doesn't happen anymore. Like, do you know any of the neighbors around us?
No, just the guy next door, and I've only met him once.
You only met him once.
Super cool.
Our neighbors
They're
are all nice.
All awesome.
I've had interaction with all of our neighbors. They're all great, but that's really, I mean, we don't party. We don't like come over and like communicate the same. Everything's online. Everything's all on the internet. We know like
the name of every country's president, of all the politicians. We know like people that we never would have even heard of 150 years ago. Now we know like, you know, singers in Russia and like every, you know, representative from every state in the U.S. And that's, so in that sense it's more connected, but in this sense it's disconnected. That's very telling.
Yeah, we're focused on the wrong things. Everyone's got this, you know, idea that number one, it's me. No more. We gotta survive together as a community or as a family, or it's all me. That's all that matters. You know, I don't care about anyone else. I just want to be the best I can be, which there's nothing wrong with that. Being, you know, the best you can be is awesome, but you have to think of the reason why we've made it this far as humans is because we've worked together, is because we have a strong community bond. So when you take the community bond out and it's just everyone for themselves, that selfish nature of like what it is, that in itself is selfish. You know, no longer are you working as a group goal. See, that's why I love space. So to think about going to Mars, right, and what it will take to actually colonize Mars, there's no way anyone can do it by themselves. Impossible. No one can do it by themselves. I mean, Elon Musk is doing a really good job, but he's not by himself. You know, you look at their command center, and there's 30 different computers with 30 different people monitoring 30 different things that all need to be monitored, you know, and he's just kind of the brain that like has made it work. But even still, when you go to Mars, it's a community thing. It will always be a community thing. Look at the International Space Station, same thing. It's like, you know, they work together to figure it out. And it's actually, I don't know if you know this, the International Space Station has a leak right now. So they're trying to figure out what's going on. They had to go into the Russian space pod, I don't know exactly what it's called, and close it, and then each individual section they had to close. They're trying to find this leak. This was later last night when I was reading this, so they might have figured it out by today, but I get sidetracked with science stuff. But man, so the Netflix thing, it's gross. I mean, I feel like I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's gross to me. I can't believe they're trying to normalize it, and they put out an apology basically saying, look, we're sorry it offends everyone.
Oh, well, that's kind of
we're gonna change the art.
Well,
okay,
wow.
But that doesn't mean that video is still going to be disgusting. I mean, if it's rated M, you know, and it's a bunch of 11-year-olds, like, come on, like, how are you not saying, look, I realize everyone's pissed, so let's take it off and not ever put this on Netflix because it's terrible. Anyway, let's talk about this crazy Democratic mayor here. This is insane. All right, this Democratic mayoral candidate Sabrina Belcher faked her own kidnapping to win votes. Police say. I know. that's what look I had. So this is insane. All right, I can't believe it. So before we look, so this is actually an image of her live. She was live streaming it on Facebook. And I guess the guy had like a bat and was hitting the steering wheel. So I don't want to play this because it's kind of, I don't know. I know it's not real, so I don't want to bring it up, but it's crazy to think about. So I'll just read it here. So she tried to win votes by doing it. It says Sabrina Belcher was arrested and charged with conspiracy and filing a fake false police report after police say she filmed herself being kidnapped, beaten up, and robbed in a Facebook Live video on Tuesday, which she orchestrated, according to the state. Police, she did this to get sympathy ahead of the election. All right, so I guess this is her accomplice that helped her stage this. So it's Mrs. Smollett, I guess, because, you know, the whole Jesse Smollett thing, you know, it was a fake hate crime. So that's, I mean, this is so prevalent. Why do people think they can get away with this? I just don't understand.
Okay. That people would try and enter public office with whatever means necessarily is dangerous.
That's true.
I'm really glad they busted this girl.
Me too. I mean, I think it is important that we get honest people into politics. Do you trust politicians?
I mean, in general, I don't trust anyone. And
that's a good rule.
You know, it's just
that's a good rule.
Trustless is the way to go.
Yeah.
Automated transactions and things where I don't need a middleman to make sure my stuff is. I'm okay. You know, I barely trust my own body. I have to keep it in check. It's a wild animal.
I mean, we are animals. That's true. We're mammals.
The bodies work with a sense memory, and the brain is constantly trying to keep them in control, basically.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's a big job.
Yeah. So I mean, this is bad. I mean, we clearly have a lot of politicians that don't care about being honest. They just want to have the power. They want the keys to the castle, and they just want to run things. And it's always those people that think that they know best. Those are the people we don't want to have the keys.
That's a lot of power too.
It is
a lot of power to give to a human.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why it's like everyone wanted Tim to run for politics because he doesn't want it. He doesn't want to do it. And it's like that's why, because we need people that don't want the power to have that power.
Yeah.
But all the people that are in power right now, you can tell they love the power. They want more of it. They want to keep getting more and more powerful, and that's an issue.
I would love to get into power and build a system that doesn't need me anymore.
Okay.
Like if we could become, take the White House, take control of, and then build a automated system where like an AI advises like a council of humans to make grand decisions, and then like kind of like George Washington, that he walked away from the power at the end.
Yeah.
And then we could transition into like a system where monkeys aren't pulling the strings at the top.
Yeah.
That would be really like a life goal of mine. I feel like I succeeded in a big way if I could do something like that.
Awesome. Yeah. So let's read a little bit more about this. It says, after she claimed to have been kidnapped, she told police that she was assaulted and kidnapped by an unknown man during an attempted robbery. Let's see. She said the unknown man also broke her windows. They staged a kidnapping and beating in order to garner publicity, sympathy, and votes in the November election. But how do they find that out? That's what I want to know. It says her accomplice was Christopher James 80. He was also charged in conspiracy in the case. Let's see. This was simply an effort to create disorder and discontent in our community for personal gain. As a result, the valuable number of resources, including personnel, man-hours of police department, as well as local medical professionals, were wasted based on false information. How do they know that? I want to know. So that was a quote from Police Chief Russell Rourke. So I don't know how they figured it out. It doesn't really say there. I was kind of hoping it would, but this kind of stuff is happening though a lot. I mean, we're seeing it more than. It was the biggest thing was the Jesse Smollett thing because
that was huge.
He was a rising star. Or I actually have never seen any.
I've never even heard of him before, so I guess it worked.
I hadn't heard of him either, and I hadn't seen any of his acting stuff before, and I guess I never will.
Yeah,
because
didn't they fire him, and then they kind of.
I'm not sure what happened to him.
The governor overturned something, and
really?
They kind of wanted him to go free. Yeah, it was really insidious.
Oh, of course.
That dude really, really messed with a lot of people, wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely. They're talking about this mayoral candidate Sabrina Belcher wasting some man hours
and wasting people's faith in the process.
Yes, that's also true. You got to think about false police reports and Karen's calling the police on someone saying, "Oh, I'm going to tell them all these lies." but I've got, they're going to believe me and I'm just going to get you arrested. And it's like, that happens all the time. And it's terrible. It's happening in schools and colleges. Anybody thinks that the police will just automatically be on their side, and that then the police come and, they got to do due diligence, and some police are awesome. Some police aren't. Some police will just automatically assume that they're telling the truth. Some people won't. I mean, most police officers probably have been through it and are wise to, I don't know, I don't know. It's hard to believe nowadays, like what you just said. It's kind of discrediting the system as a whole. And that's the issue, because too many people just, 911, I'm going to call the police on you, and just tell them their perspective, their side of things. And then, of course, it looks bad,
You're innocent until proven guilty, but if you're the one committing the crime against yourself, I mean, then then they can't, they have to kind of assume that you're telling the truth right off the bat. Well, they're supposed to.
They're supposed
you're innocent
to
until proven guilty.
Right.
So the cop's supposed to be like, well, let me give you the benefit of the doubt for a minute. Conspiracy is a huge charge, right?
I don't know.
Is that a federal felony?
I have no idea.
Sounds pretty nasty.
Do you guys know what the charge of conspiracy is? I honestly have no idea.
I think that's pretty
I
big.
don't know. Yeah, it's so that's that with the mayor. I mean, I can't believe this kind of thing is happening. To use it to try to get power in such a dishonest way. It's like, well, you're out of politics.
Yeah.
That's a stain on your record. I'll never vote for someone like that. That's ridiculous. And I hope people know, that this gets out so that she doesn't become mayor, because that's we don't want that. It's like, that's the exact opposite of what we need in politics.
Yeah.
We need real people that really believe that they're gonna, make a difference. I see Nathan. I see you, Nathan C. I'm Adam. That's Ian. That's Ian Crossland. I know everyone's been making jokes about. So wait, there's two of them now. We do have long hair.
There always has been.
It is kind of funny how we kind of look alike. I have the round glasses. He's got the.
I used to have the round glasses. It was embarrassing.
He did
when
actually
I first moved
have
out.
almost the exact same glasses as me.
It's very funny.
But then he ended up getting those, which
intentionally.
It's a good look. It's a good look.
Thanks, man.
And so next I want to talk about this. This is crazy. All right, so this is the projected path of these two hurricanes that are coming through, like 2020 coming through. I mean, really trying to make it the most memorable year of my life, and you got to give it up for 2020. Like, seriously, 2020. What else you got? I mean, I'm not trying to tempt you. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to tempt you. I'm just wondering. I'm curious, actually, what else you have. That's it. Just let me know. I don't want you to try to one-up yourself, but it seems as if it's one-upping itself. Check this out. This is the path of two different hurricanes that are now forming. And by Sunday, they're going to be approaching. I guess it's going to be, it doesn't look like it's going to be crazy. I think 75 miles an hour winds is kind of just below hurricane status, more like just some heavy tropical storms. Here's some more. I just want to read a little bit about it. It says, Tropical Storm Laura path shifts, but Florida is still in threat. It could join TD 14 as hurricanes in the Gulf next week. So you can kind of see, I guess this is 14. They just called it 14. It's the name of that one. What was the name of that one? Laura. So that's Laura there. She's about to hit San Juan. But they're just tropical storms right now. But it looks like they could become hurricanes as soon as it hits Texas, which would be devastating. And then this would, of course, looks like it's hitting Alabama and Louisiana there. So, man, this could be pretty bad. So, I mean, I just want to give a little shout out to anyone that's in the path there. I hope you guys are safe. Do you hear about what's going on in Iowa right now?
No.
So there's been this crazy storm in Iowa. Let me see if I could just pull something up. It's essentially a one big hurricane on land.
Whoa.
The entire state of Iowa storm. Let me see if I can pull it up. I forget the name of what actually happened. A Derico. That's what it's called. You ever hear of a Derico?
No.
Neither have I. Here, I just pulled this article. I haven't even read it yet, but Monday's Derico damaged 10 million acres of crop in Iowa. Wow, that's insane. 10 million acres and 600,000 people still without power in the Midwest. Oh, that is just not the best way to see it. Sorry, guys. I haven't checked out this site yet, so let me see if I can make it easier for you guys to see this. There we go. All right, so more than 600,000 customers remain without power Wednesday in the Midwest due to a powerful derecho that roared across the region. Let's see if I can get into that. Oh, I guess it's just the same article. I want to read more about the derecho. The derecho lasted several hours, traveling through Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Michigan. Wow, so that's a huge chunk of Middle America right there. The derecho was one of the worst weather events in U.S. In 2020. Hundreds of thousands of customers are still without power, man. Let's see. It's a derecho. Here we go. A dangerous, ferocious wall of wind that's like an inland hurricane lashed 700 miles across the Midwest. Wow, on Monday. Flipping cars, downing trees, causing widespread property damage, and knocking out power to hundreds of thousands. Wow. So that is pretty intense. It says it lasted several hours, traveling all through these different states here. Man, in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a woman died at a hospital after firefighters pulled her out from debris inside her mobile home. So this is insane. And honestly, nobody's talking about it. No, there's no media that's hitting up. I mean, I don't understand why this is not more newsworthy, because this is crazy. If you think about what 10 million acres of crops is, and then we think about COVID being, slowing the wheels down of everything, and then China having all the flooding, that's a lot of food. That's a lot of food that we're eating, you know, crops and all that.
When we saw that rain a few months ago, and I was like, hey, maybe COVID's keeping people indoors, there's less carbon being pumped into the atmosphere, and so the Earth's like refreshing itself. Yeah.
Interesting.
It still is. And now we learn you can have inland hurricanes and double hurricane.
Derecho. I've never even heard of that.
What?
But you make a good point, actually. If you think about all of the churning of all the carbon emissions that were going into the atmosphere, it kind of set the weather patterns in a normal way, right? It was normal because it was a continuous thing. Even though we were getting higher and higher with the carbon emissions, it was the weather patterns were normalized, I guess, to it. So like what you just said, when you cut that off, all of a sudden the carbon emissions might drop, but the weather will change, because it was normalized because of the amount of carbon. Like the China, I don't have any of the information right now, but I remember talking about this and looking at the different graphs of the carbon emissions dropping across the globe in India, China, America, all these hot zones for life as far as humans are considered. And it's crazy to think about, but we don't know. Like what we're seeing, 2 hurricanes at once, potentially. Someone in chat just mentioned HAARP, HARP.
Yeah, HARP.
And what is that, weather control
high
systems?
High altitude something. Yeah, it's a weather control program.
HARP. Let me see what that stands for. High frequency active oral research program.
Okay, I got the first letter.
So I guess essentially it's controlling the weather. And actually, I read a conspiracy yesterday about that's what people think is going on in China. They think that there's this conspiracy that people are trying to flood the whole area. I mean, I think it's ridiculous, to be honest. I don't think that's the case. I think it's much more plausible what you just said, how the factories have been shut down, and you think about air travel and everyone's staying in, so we got no air travel for months, no car. I mean, sure, we have cars rolling, but factories aren't producing stuff. It makes sense that all of a sudden the weather patterns would shift in a way that we haven't seen before. 2 hurricanes, a derecho in Iowa that totally, ripped millions of damage. It's like that's a lot of stuff.
I don't know if they would do it. It was just kind of a guess, but it seems, I would put it on the map as a possibility.
Yeah.
That lack of carbon would be causing it. I'm also not on board with the HARP thing. I don't think that it's. But that would just be my guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot of times, if someone could do something, there's a chance that they are. So I guess there's a chance.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's always a chance.
HARP.
I don't know if HARP's a real thing or not.
Weaponized weather.
Yeah, I mean,
it's probably not out of the question.
I'm sure there's someone out there working on it.
For sure.
Trying to do it.
Control the weather.
There was
over
that guy in California. I don't remember exactly the story, but he was like a rain man, and he would make it rain. But all he was doing, he set up this device that, I forget what it did. I kind of want to look into this now. I forget, but it was this device that would force it to rain. But it was like an actual electronic device. Man, I wish I had more information about this. Yeah, it was cool.
Nice.
So it's like a mini HARP, I guess,
You can't do bombing runs when it's cloudy. I mean, you really can't effectively. Maybe in the modern age you can with radio frequent telescopes and stuff, but in World War II you couldn't. Like conventional air travel and air weaponry was almost negated. Like you couldn't call in air support when there were heavy clouds.
Yeah, because you couldn't see.
Yeah.
Couldn't see the target and whatnot. I'm sure they've gotten past that now. You got to think the abilities that these people have to do all that. So, but let's move on. I only have actually no, that's it. Let's get into super chats. I got a lot of super chats. I see you guys all hanging out with me. I really appreciate y'all. Just do me a favor, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me grow. I have been growing immensely. There's another thing that you can do for me.
Smash the ever-living F out of the ever-living B. Smash that like button.
Smash it.
Hit it.
Smash.
Take your fist and your finger and just touch it once. Just once. Because if you touch
One
it twice, it will undo the like. But then do it a third time if you did that.
Smash.
I'm being a little
Smash.
facetious
Hit the
there.
notification bell. I have heard that there's some issues with the notification bell. YouTube has told me that there's nothing wrong with it, so hopefully it's been solved. And you can also become a member. Becoming a member definitely helps me grow my channel. I'm going to be loading up some just members only videos of me playing covers. Now I won't ever post covers on my channel publicly. You have to become a member, and I'm going to be doing some covers. And I'm going to play a few songs actually with that beautiful, lovely guitar back there. I really got to come up with a name for it, but it'll happen when it happens, So thank you very much. And let's get into it. Manuel says, Adam, put the UFO board on a rotating magnet. Spin the board when anyone says spin the UFO. Love the positive vibes, dude, even if we disagree. Thanks, Manuel. I appreciate you very much. Yeah, thank you. King Canuck, hey, what's good? If you do some gaming, Fall Guys has been dumb fun where everybody equally sucks so far. I vote for the Atom Bomb for the show name. Logo can be a mushroom cloud with a UFO flying around it. Just a thought. Have a good show. Thank you. That's pretty funny. I did download Fall Guys last night.
What is it?
It's this 60-player multiplayer cartoony. You're just doing all these random things. You're just like racing to the finish line. You're trying to knock people off platforms. Play soccer. I've just seen a little bit of it, but it does seem like actually quite fun. And I don't know how many people want to actually watch me game. I will if people want to watch me game. I will. I did talk about a lot of people wanting to see me play Dark Souls, and I do love Dark Souls. So maybe I'll really commit to streaming some games for you guys. That would be a lot of fun. I just want to say also, if you are in the Philadelphia area tomorrow, I am going to be speaking. There's my face. You can only see my eyes there because it doesn't show the full image. Actually, let me just tweak it up a little bit. So I'm going to be speaking tomorrow in Philadelphia at the Rescue America Walk Away rally. And this is Brandon Straka's campaign that he made. And then Carolyn Borisenko, she's actually going to be speaking as well, and she's going to be joining me on the show tomorrow night. So that's going to be really fun. Normally, my Saturday shows is at 8 p.m., so we'll start it at 8 p.m., although maybe I should do it at 6:30. I think 8 is going to be good because I don't know how long this rally is going to be anyway, so it's going to be really fun. I'm going to film it, and I'll post the video. It's literally me in real life. I'm going to be doing a speech. I haven't written a thing. I'm just going to wing it because it's still fresh in my mind that I've walked away from being a default Democrat, which I've honestly have been my whole life. I just thought that that's what it is. So, yep, I'm going to be speaking tomorrow, and you can check that out. If you're in Philadelphia, that'd be great. Come down and say hello to me. All right, the man behind the screen says Trump Bear's head looks like a little cold.
Oh, he needs a hat. Maybe a beanie.
It does, doesn't it? This is the Trump Bear. I don't know who sent this to me. Someone opened it and put it on my desk. But you know what? I'm gonna get the beanie. Hold on.
All right. Incoming.
Here, I got it right here.
That's what we were talking about. It matches his tie.
Yes. There we
He's
go.
like a Christmas bear.
All right. There we go. So I've got it. It fits him. It fits him really well. So that's great. So thanks for that. This is for you, the man behind the screen. There you go. So he'll just. I gotta figure out a way to. He can sit right there. That's good. The other white nerd says, "Hey Adam, have you heard of Alan Lichtman's 13 keys to the White House? He's predicted every election accurately since 1984 except 2000." Wow, I haven't. Have you heard of that?
No.
No, I haven't. But yeah, I'll check that out. King Canuck again says an extra few bucks to say, "Yay, Ian returns."
Well, thank you very much, King Canuck. And it was worth every dollar.
Yeah, it was.
Love you, man.
All right. Lil G says, "Peace will come once the beanie is adorned." Well, we're going to have to figure out some sort of way to get me to wear that beanie, because I'm not on a Beanie Bro show anymore. This is my show, and beanies, it is a little hot to wear a beanie. I did it to be, it was part of the thing, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Beanies are cool, but I don't wear them all the time.
You gotta get a crown.
Trumpinator, thanks for that weird super chat. I don't know what that means. Oh, they're hippos, hippo faces. Cool. All right. The other white nerd says this is another one from about Alan Lichtman. He said he predicts Biden, but one of the keys is foreign success. 8 days after he predicted Biden, we had a Israel United Arab Emirates peace deal, Trump 2020. Interesting. So he's predicting Biden. So I guess he's going to lose twice.
Sounds like it.
He's going to be wrong twice in the past since 1984. Trump 2020.
Lichtman.
Michelle Oates. Trump Bear needs a MAGA beanie. Well, on it. Nailed it. All right. So that's cute. He's. Oh, did it fall off? It's not that here. You want to put it back?
Try it on for a minute.
Yeah. Oh.
I've never worn anything that says "Make America Great."
Whoa.
You think this is going to stigmatize me for the rest of my life?
Take the headphones off first, so you can actually put it on. Oh, I'm gonna screen cap you. There it is. That's a good look, actually.
Thanks.
Yes.
I truly believe it. But okay, so I've heard this.
Tell me.
Make America great again. Some people say that means make America great like it used to be. Other people say there have been times through history that we've made America great.
Okay.
So do it another time. Let's make America great yet again. Another greatness.
Yes. Yeah, I love that.
Let's figure something out that makes it great.
Yeah.
Again and again and again.
Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's like, a lot of people have been, we talked about this when we did the Trump deep dive video. It's like, what's wrong with making America great? And making it great again. Like what you said, it was like there's been great times. Like when we abolished slavery, that was an amazing thing that happened. And then, we started getting better and better into it. And it's like, even leading up to the civil rights, like people were really living strong, wealthy, successful lives, and it feels like, the welfare state and like a lot of things kind of skewed all of that off to the side. And I feel like that's a whole nother conversation. But man, there's nothing wrong with making America great.
Elon is really an example of a human that can make America great.
Boom.
As like an electric car manufacturer. We could build a new industry of graphene or like a new materials production.
Mm-hmm.
Make it just a great, because the Constitution allows us to have control of our lives in a way that a lot of countries don't have.
True that.
So let's take advantage of it.
True that. And let's keep those rights before we lose them. Because there's a lot of people that are trying to take those rights away from us. So we got to stand up and fight.
Like a muscle. You got to work it out to keep it.
Absolutely. Yeah. There it is. You hear that? That is nailed it. Nailed it there. Gaming with Chop says, what do you think about the new Tom McDonald song? It's good. It's good. It's Tom McDonald is man, that guy's a beast. I can't believe how much music he puts out. I've got 2 of his CDs. I actually ordered the 2 new albums that he just released last Friday. Yeah, last Friday. So he's consistent. That's amazing. It makes me want to be more of a musician. That's what I've been for a long time. I was always a musician. And I'm not a YouTuber. This is still kind of new to me. I honestly, I don't want to be a political. I'm not Tim Pool. I don't want to just do politics. It's just not me. I want to talk about space. I want to play some music, play some songs, jam out for you guys. It just, I'm still kind of figuring out what I'm going to do with my show. I'm still going to do deep dives. Definitely doing deep dives because that's fun for me. Figuring out who a person is, what they've been through.
Karl Marx you've mentioned. Marx is your next. That's super exciting.
Karl Marx is going to be my next deep dive, probably next Saturday, and it's going to be interesting because a lot of people love him, a lot of people can't stand him. He's certainly misunderstood, but then also just. He was in a different time also. He lived in a time where there was monarchs decreed by God to rule all. It's like that's who he dealt with, and he anyway, I know a lot about him. I've been doing a lot of research about who Karl Marx is, so I'm going to be doing a deep dive about it. That's going to be really good. Joshua Larson says 109 times. What were we talking about?
Elaborate.
I don't know what we were talking about. It was It was in the first 4 minutes of the show, so I don't know what you're talking about, but thanks for the super chat. Galaxy Girls World says, welcome back, Cosmic Garth. Missed you. All right, Cosmic Garth.
Thank you.
There he is. Nico, yo, Adam, check that bear for mics and spyware. Probably a commie sent you that. It's funny, when I was holding him right here, there is a little, thing in the back. Oh, there's a zipper here. Let's check it out. What? Oh my gosh.
What's in there?
It's a cape.
It's just
Wait, what is this? Hold on. It's an American flag of some sort. It is an American flag cape.
Thank you.
Wow.
Whoever sent that super chat.
Yo.
This cape's for you.
Oh, look at this. All right, well, thanks. Because I would never have figured that out. Look at this. It is legit, actually. Wow. Nice. All right, well, thank you, because I would never have figured that out. I was like, there's something in there, but man, so that's pretty cool. All right, so Mr. American Trump Bear, a spy bear. Well, that was funny. All right, great. Thank you for that. Wait, let me see who said that. That was really good. Nico, thanks for that, because I had no idea that was in there. Acid Dram says, just when I thought Adamcast couldn't get any better, here's Ian to quote Joey Diaz, tremendous. I don't know who Joey Diaz is.
He's one of Rogan's friends.
Oh, okay.
He's a Cuban comedian.
How would he say tremendous? Do you know?
Tremendous dog.
Oh, there we go.
He might say it a few ways.
All right, nice. All right, smooth,
yeah,
smooth
very,
and calm.
Very deep, low grade.
All right, I like it. All right. Steve says, wow, Ian is old school YouTube. Fantastic guess, Adam. He is old school. I didn't know this when I first met Ian, but as I knew him through the months that we've gotten to know each other, he talks about how he was an old YouTuber.
Yeah, go to YouTube/Crossmack if you want to CROSSMACK, see how it all began.
They're all still up there?
Yeah, there was 100,000 videos of me just learning who I was. I was an actor in LA, and I realized YouTube just was more fun. It was 2006, and I met an amazing community of people, all the old school YouTubers. We all go to these YouTube live events where we'd all do meetups and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to convince him to do his own show.
Yes, and you're doing well. I want to.
I think you're gonna. I think he's just right before like a roller coaster going up, and just before it goes, that's where he's at. He's right at the top. So I think he's about to kick it in. Right. Rilo says, not much. It's not much, Adam, but take these dollars and make your dreams come true. Much love from a Southern guy. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Brianna's dad says, respect from the Salty Army. The Salty Army. I see that a lot. Is that just what you guys have all become? The Salty Army. I keep seeing it like, we are the Salty Army, or, whatever. The Salty Army Unite. Random, but okay. All right. Well, I appreciate it. I'm not the salty type, so I'm glad someone is for me. Adam says, oh, yay. It says Ran is your co-host, but I'm assuming it's Ian. Ian is your co-host. Awesome. Let's see. Magical Trevor says they're going to release them into the hurricane, and Florida will become zombie central. Yeah, so this is about the millions, 750 million mosquitoes genetically modified. Crazy. Another Adam says Ian. Oh, Adam says I meant Ian. Dang, autocorrect. Yeah. But I got you. Thanks for the super chat to correct it. Dan says, love the show. Do you guys think the libs care about personal agency? Conservatives seem to let mediocrity drive their policy while libs control the narrative and cancel those who don't toe the line. I feel like we're reaching a point of both sides finally clashing. It feels like the left has just run rampant, and in a sense, it's made everyone see them for what they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Big
like,
time.
all right, you guys are clearly crazy. This is not the way live is, or life is. You should, check yourselves and stop being so crazy. So I don't know. It's I don't think the libs care about personal agency. They're crazy. They don't care at all.
That debate between collectivism and individualism. That's really like they talk about communism and capitalism and socialism.
Yeah.
It's like collectivism versus individualism. I think that's the right terms. And
that's actually a good point, because we were talking earlier about how that selfish nature of me over the community is. I mean, the community is why humans have made it this far. Collaborating and working together and helping each other instead of this, individual like liberty, which I'm for, but they're taking it way too far.
Yeah.
Either
extreme's dangerous.
Yeah,
I think.
exactly. They're taking it to the extreme side of it, and it's just not healthy. See, Trooper says, get not gay Jared, love the show. A lot of people have been talking about, I actually don't know much about it. I know he was on Crowder. Do you know about this?
No.
I guess it was Steven Crowder's co-host, or I'm not really sure, because I only just recently started paying attention to Crowder. He's quite hilarious, and he's very astute and on it.
Yeah, I love him.
If you ever watch any of his Change My Minds, like, dude is smart. He knows what he's talking about, so he's fun to watch. Miss Manners says, obviously, Florida learned nothing from the great love bug debacle. Well, I don't know anything about the love bug debacle, but I guess I'll have to check that out. Lucky La Llama says, they also have patents on seeds, so what are we going to do now? I don't know, man. It's insane how we're being so tied into needing other people so we can't even rely on ourselves anymore. You can't even harvest the seeds of crops. I mean, I'm not a farmer, actually, so I don't really even know. I just know the world has gotten used to the way things are. So if something gets taken out of the chain, and people might, it's going to be an interesting road ahead. Jeremy says, the mule doesn't have any reproductive capability, just infinitesimally possible.
Oh.
Okay. So it
is possible.
It's possible, but
well, now there's a documentary I'd like to see.
Really?
The mule that could.
Okay. The one mule to rule them all. George says, name the guitar Lydia. No. Jake says, what if mosquitoes help with herd immunity of rare diseases?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I know.
Exactly. Like, who knows? Maybe it's like a natural vaccine. Why not?
It's like not that far-fetched. Really.
Exactly, yeah. Ricky J says, according to Wikipedia, the first patent for a man-made organism was in 1980, not too long ago, 40 years ago. That's not long ago. Dan Morgan, thanks for becoming a member. Let's see. Dat Simple Nope says, imagine if the genetically modified mosquitoes mutated, and the next thing you know, we got rad mosquitoes from Fallout roaming around. Great.
Oh yeah, blood bugs.
Blood bugs, yeah.
Get their proboscis.
They're like this big, And then here,
And they're fast.
they're talking about bringing dinosaurs back. And then a mosquito,
the
genetically modified mosquitoes bites the dinosaur, sucks that blood, then turns into some crazy bug.
I just got these Dungeons and Dragons books.
Oh, yeah,
3.5, and I was looking at one of the monsters was just a giant mosquito. And there are some that'll go right at you, but then actually I was watching Vietnam documentaries and they were saying some of those mosquitoes, they go right at you. Others will just follow you around and wait till you go to sleep. Or wait until
really?
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah, different types.
Creepy, actually. Yeah, that's a little creepy. Trent Uger says, listen to you during the day whilst working from home. Thanks for getting me through the day, man. Love your show. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Null Arctos says, love how we can't feed the world with yellow rice GMOs, but by all means, let's mess with the ecosystems. Did y'all ever go to Bam's house when he posted it? No, I would like to go to Bam's castle. I hear he's got an awesome skate park in there. Arthur Kane says, Cicero wore armor under his robes and brought armed guards to his re-election when he learned of an assassination plot from his, opponent. Christopher Lambert says, just want to say hi. Oh, hi. Chaos Might. That meme on Don't Make Me Vote for Joe Biden was a picture of a liberal crying about Trump winning 2016. No, I know that that was the screaming no person. Like, no! But then, of course, the Don't Make Me Vote for Joe Biden was from that TikTok thing that was going around. So, but you are right that the picture was that liberal crying. C. Williams says, Antifa is the Democrats replacing the Klan as their intimidation squad. Seriously put them in robes and hoods instead of shirts, and they have the same message. It really does feel like that. Jeremy says, are you going to be on Spotify and the other apps soon? I'm a delivery driver and want to be able to listen while I work. I'm really going to work on that. I have to figure that all out right now. I'm more in the phase of figuring out what I'm going to be doing on my show, what my show is going to be about, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. Lights, Animation, and Gaming says, did you hear of Netflix new disgusting... Yeah. Oh, okay. So this is what led us to actually talk about it. This was the super chat. Yeah, and we talked about it, and again, it's gross. Fix It Felix says, James Comey, daughter of prosecutor in Epstein case. I don't know anything about it. I'll have to check it out. John Speck something says, 4chan has talent. Look at what they did to Shia LaBeouf. I don't know what they did to him.
It's great. He had this thing where he was talking to a camera, and he would set these cameras up in discrete places, and anyone could go to the camera and say, like, gosh, do you remember what the phrase was? Where they'd get in and they'd be like, I can't remember what the phrase was, but it was a phrase people would, like a mantra, but it was always secret. And then 4chan would look at, like, the way the lighting was in the sky, and they'd see, like, a plane fly by, and they'd look at flight path patterns, and they would try and locate every time he'd put up a camera, they'd go, like not bomb, but like go nail the camera. They'd go find it and spray paint it, or they'd make fun of it and be like, we got, you can't escape 4chan. There's just like the smartest young minds in the world.
They
place where they can communicate.
Yeah, it really does seem like, well, I have a buddy of mine who is a regular 4chan, peruser. He's always on 4chan, and he's like, yeah, I love 4chan. And I was like, I don't know anything about it. And I checked it out, and I was like, man, these people are like ruthless but honest. And it's almost refreshing in a sense, because it really does feel like an actual town square where you can't control anyone else. You can't be like, I'm going to cancel you. And it's like, no. That's not how it works around here. It feels like the Wild West on the internet. It's kind of cool.
Like life or death, no nonsense.
Yeah, brutally, like raw, town square on the internet. That's what it is. Reform 230, man. We got to do it. Let's see. Small SC says, I think the president should ask Joe Jorgensen to debate if Joe Biden won't. I honestly, I don't know much about her. A lot of people have asked us to talk about her on Timcast IRL. Maybe I'll do a subject about her, because I don't know anything about her. So like, I don't want to do a deep dive, because I really like doing deep dives on really influential people. But maybe I could do like a little mini segment on who she is. Gippy White says, at the DNC when Kamala Harris, Kamala.
Oh no, Kamala.
Kamala. When Horrible Harris was awkwardly waving at the jumbo screen of Dems after her speech, 3 of the watchers were double on the screen to make it look like more people were watching. I know, I saw that. They had like the Jumbotron behind them with all these different Zoom calls, and they didn't even have enough people to fill them out completely. They had to double up 3 different people.
I mean, those are going to get screenshotted. They just don't understand.
They don't. They think people are idiots. They think the internet isn't forever. The Democrats, honestly, to me, feel like they're stuck living in like 1980, 1990, the 90s.
When Bill Clinton got elected.
Yeah, when TV ruled all and the internet wasn't really a thing. I don't know.
Whatever tactic they used to like get for Bill Clinton to beat George Bush Sr. was, and then they feel like we are going to do that forever now.
It worked. Let's do that. Yeah, well,
those are good debates.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work anymore. So we'll see. Joseph says, Adam, do you think a young conservative could start his own social media platform to combat the far left networks that are indoctrinating and misinforming everyone? I would love to think yes. You want to tell them what Minds is?
Yeah, use free. If you're going to do it, use free software. You can use actually Minds.com source code because real freedom is not about building a network and controlling the network. It's about, in my opinion, making a network that anyone can take and copy and use.
Yeah.
And then you can make your own personal terms that align with your beliefs, which you can call them whatever, conservative, liberal, agenda, you name it, everything and all at the same time. And then if someone else really likes the software, they can take and copy it and make their own terms. And then you guys can link your networks together and they can log into yours with their creds or his with your creds. And you can create like a network of networks. And yes.
Minds, check it out, minds.com.
Yeah, and you can get the source code on GitLab.
Yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, check that out. Maybe you don't need to try to start your own social media platform because there is alternatives like what he was just explaining. Yeah, I was thinking it, and I was like, I'm just going to shoot it over to you because
every day.
Yeah,
I co-founded that company with Bill Ottman. He was just on Timcast IRL earlier in the week. You can watch his episode.
Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Mr. Squiggles, he's the one who said it's rated TVMA. Johansson says all these Democrats should be called dark friends. When is Tarmangaiden going to happen, Adam? This is a reference to Wheel of the Time, and you're absolutely right. I agree. They are dark friends. That's basically being like I don't know. You work for the, I don't want to say the devil, but it's more like the evil in the world. You're that's what a dark friend is. Unar says Q is 4chan now. I don't know if that's true. Caucasian Persuasion says parts of 4chan can be really toxic, but even they have standards. That's true. That's what I've seen. Kyle Miller says, can you do a deep dive on Yuri Bezmenov? I will. I'm going to, actually. That is after Karl Marx. That's my next deep dive. Then I'm going to do a deep dive on Yuri Bezmenov because, I mean, everybody's talking about, you Call of Duty just made a new commercial.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
With his video talking about how they're taking over.
Oh, it's great.
I was kind of surprised. Like, dang, Treyarch, like that's spicy.
Awesome.
Oof. Chronoclock says it's NC-17, not TVMA. That's even worse. I don't know if, my goodness, that's crazy. Why is this on Netflix? Why is this a thing? Why are we talking about this? C. Williams says, what about the parents that allowed the kids in the movie? How sick are they? Exactly. You're right. Why are we doing this? Why are we making like sex even a thing for children at all? It's just, it should be the last thing on their minds. They should be being children and playing and learning how to live life, and figuring out their futures. It's just a terrible thing. Ryan B says, thanks for giving me a great podcast to listen to while at work. Oh, thank you. Graffontiero says, the most entertaining thing about Cutie's debacle is that many recent comments on Oingo Bingo's little girls are Netflix jokes. I don't know what that is, so yeah, I wouldn't say there's anything entertaining about it. Big Boy says, normal this, normal that. How about we normalize being normal? Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Define normal. Good point.
In
I mean, yeah, sure,
in
but
math, normal is the average. When you find the norm of a system, you'll find the average number.
okay.
So I guess you could look at it in that way.
Yeah, that's a good point. Gerald says, Adam, there's a 60s show that is relevant today called The Prisoner. Check it out. All right, where can I watch it? Hopefully not on Netflix. John says, Ian is officially Salt Army approved. He may stay.
Thank you.
You got the approval, Ian.
All right.
You're
am going to take a shower after the show. I was just thinking.
Salt Army approved.
Thank you.
Different Gnome says, if you want a complete jump from one side of the perverted purity spectrum, drop your Netflix account for a PureFlix account. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds like it isn't pure. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but Graphon Gerald says, I find free streaming sites anyway. If I like the work, I'll buy the DVD. Yeah, all right. There you go. P says, hey, Adam, love what you do. Wondering if I, as a Canadian, can help out with Adamcast IRL as an analyst/researcher. Please let me know if we can chat by email. So, on this side. So if you see here, right here is adamcrigler.net. You can go check out my website. My wife set it up. She did an amazing job. It's just a simple site of all my videos kind of put into one place. But in the site, you can find my contact information. It's adamcastirl@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. And let me know. Let me know if what we can do. Reaperbot says, look at Sterling Van Wagenen. He is a co-founder of Sundance Film Festival. He did some not so nice stuff to minors. They also auditioned over 600 young girls for the roles in the Cuties movies. Gosh, it just gets worse.
Yeah.
The more I find out about it, the more I'm just grossed out by it. I
hope this sparks like a national debate about child pornography and what that means.
Yeah, because it's wrong. It's gross. Stop. Why is it a thing?
I feel like I should see it before I start judging it, but the concept is what I'm judging. The concept right now, and the concept sounds terrifying.
Yuppie says, hey, Adam, I'm a photographer looking to get into model shots. As a model, do you have any advice as a photographer? What's your best photo shoot story? All right. Well, first... advice as a photographer, always try to go to an agency and offer your services there. Never try to just see someone be like, hey, I'm a photographer, because that's just gross. Don't do that. Go to an agency, say, I'm a new photographer. I'm offering new headshots or test shots, and do you have anyone that needs them? I'll take them for free. I think that's your best bet in doing that. So whatever city you're in, usually there's a modeling agency you can find. My best photography story or photo shoot story, it's got to be Chanel. Chanel flew me down to South Africa, and it was awesome. I got to stay there for 7 days, and I hung out with this awesome guy named Gilbert. He drove me around. He was shout out to Gilbert. What's up, man? I don't know if you will ever watch this video, but doesn't matter. He is so cool. And I got to skate. They hired me as a longboarder, a downhill skater, which I dabble in. I'm more of a all-around skater. Like, I can skate any board you give me, I'll skate it. But they wanted a model / longboarder, so they hired me as a skater to skate this amazing, beautiful seaside road, and you can actually look it up, Adam Crigler Chanel, and you can see the videos. It's actually on my website, so you can go to adamcrigler.net and you'll see the Chanel video of me skating this mountain, and it is right on the south tip of South Africa, right on the ocean. You couldn't see, it was just like way out into the ocean. It was beautiful. So that was definitely my best photo shoot.
I wanted to add something as a photographer. When you're taking your shots, use a diffused bounce to bounce the light onto your subject and catch the light right in their eyes, and you'll see this sparkle in their eyes, and that looks amazing on film.
There you go. There you go. All right. Zool says, if they breed that genetically GMO mosquito and all its children die, doesn't it mean that the GMO mosquitoes die with them, as its genes can't spread? That is true. Yeah, that's true. Supposedly.
So they're going to take up.
That's how they've set it up.
They're going to be the ones that impregnate the females, and then ideally that will lessen the population, I guess. Is that the idea?
Yeah. I mean, there's still going to be the natural male mosquitoes that are out there. So it's just releasing the 700 million of the males that can't, where their kids can't, procreate, whatever. It's just, hopefully that'll lessen the population. But I guess it won't take them out because there's still going to be the regular males. Just increases the chance of, but who knows? Like we were talking about it, it might have some detrimental effects on nature. Reveresco says they're trying to normalize the sexualization of children while lowering the age consent. Total coincidence, right? Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Pedicolos says, I feel I know you, Adam. Have a beer on me. Thank you so much. I'll do that after the show tonight. I'll go have a beer. There's I don't remember. I think it's a mango IPA. Beer. Yeah. Ooh. It's pretty tasty. Oh. No, it might not be IPA. No, I don't think it is.
But I like where you're going.
I wish it was IPA.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
A mango IPA.
Wow.
It probably is delicious. I'm a whiskey drinker. Johansson Sock says, I'm down here in H-Town waiting for these storms to hit. Harvey didn't break us, and neither will these. Texans weren't raised to be pansies. I know a bunch of Texans, and you are absolutely right. You know anybody from Texas?
Yeah, I do. He's amazing.
Dude, Texans, they don't mess around.
Yeah.
One of my best friends lives in Texas, and he's a great dude.
I love that state.
Casey Lee says, remember a year ago, Netflix removed episodes and full movies due to blackface. Guess racism is more prevalent than pedos. Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, Netflix. Really? Really? Bye-bye. Jeremy Wayne says, Jesse Smollett was in the Mighty Ducks 1. Really? I don't think I actually saw that movie.
That was Emilio Estevez, I think.
I've never seen the Mighty Ducks.
I think I saw it when I was young.
Well, now I have no interest in seeing them.
Jesse Smollett.
I didn't have any before, but now I really don't.
That was like Emilio's.
Oh, here we go. Shando says, Ian hype.
Yes, Shando.
This is my first ever super chat, and you two deserve it. Crigler for Congress. LOL, big fan, guys. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Thank you, Shando.
Thank you.
Rock
Thank
and
you.
Roll.
Julie says, I want to know more about Ian. Backstory? Question mark. Actually, episode 1. Episode 1. So all of the live streams are unlisted. You can check them out if you go to Adamcast IRL playlist live. Go to episode 1. Ian and I talk about our backstories. We do a little bit of a little, who are we? We do Ian first, talk about, what he's been through and stuff. So you can actually go check that out on my channel. Marquise says, AI will never be able to run a country. There are too many choices that require ambiguity or moral crisis. How would a machine decide which group of people should die if you can only rescue one set? Plus, machines have their own maker's bias, or it's basis, but it is a bias, So that's a good point.
Yeah, I agree, and I think in regards to what I was saying earlier about having an AI, I would want it as an advisor to a council of humans.
Yeah.
Because the AI could be like, well, if you choose this, then it will affect this, and it'll give you like potential
all the report.
futures, and then you let the humans make the decisions.
Yeah, that's a good point. Joseph says people who deserve to be in political office don't want it, and those who want it don't deserve it. The conundrum of why governments remain corrupt. Well said, Joseph. That's exactly the problem. Yep. Lofty Cass says, really enjoying the free flow conversations on this podcast. You all have been such a true inspiration this year. Thank you so much. Trump or bust. Yes. Appreciate you, Lofty. Sparky says, all you long hairs are alike. Hey, now.
Similar. Maybe. I mean, we have.
It might be
true.
The
Native Americans said that long hair was an extension of the nervous system.
Really?
Yeah, I find that fascinating.
All right. Well, I still got mine. You see it there? It's there. I just been. Whoa, what is? I got something going on there. I don't know. My hair's been just annoying. Maybe I'll let it take it out.
Flowing.
There we go.
Like the wind.
All right. Now it's officially long hair.
Truly.
Looks like a mane right now.
Yeah, looks gorgeous.
Anyway, sorry. Anyway, okay. Ben says, how about Lori Lightfoot's banning of protesting on her street because she has a right to protect her home, but no one else has the same right? I forgot about this story. We should have talked about it because do you know about this?
Yes, I was looking at it before we started.
Oh my gosh, how embarrassing is this?
Dude.
The hypocrisy of the Democrats have no end. They just don't care.
apparently the police chief, I think he was the chief of the Chicago police, was saying it's not legal to protest on residential streets. It never has been in Chicago, but they make concessions for it just to let things flow. But the First Amendment says you can protest, period. It doesn't give that. So like, it's this constant battle between state rights and federal rights.
So look at this. I just pulled it up. It's just, you got to talk about it. I mean, whatever. Chicago police ban protests on Mayor Lori Lightfoot's block. Order arrests for anyone who won't leave. So I've seen videos of them cracking down. She's finally doing some work. So it's just, come on. Like, really, they've been letting these rioters just totally wreck Chicago and the democratic cities, really, but it's just embarrassing. Come on. All right, well, we're not going to do a full segment on that, so I'm just going to move on. Best says crime is the lowest in history because the pizza conspiracy. We can't leave kids alone or see a critical movie. By the way, perverts are usually in the family. It's just that's a terrible pandemic that no one's talking about. Well, people are talking about, but the mainstream media isn't. Doobie McNasty says, Trumpy Bear. LMFAO. That's right. And he's American. Look at that. Look at this awesome. I actually still didn't check for wires. I should probably.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think he's good. I think we're good. I don't think it's a commie bear. It's a Trumpy Bear. Kristen says, hi, Adam. Your personal political story resonated with me. The madness of the last 4 years forced me to pay closer attention. I got red-pilled. Good luck on your new show. You're a natural. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Kristen. I'm glad that you were able to see the truth yourself, because we need that. We need more people waking up and seeing what's actually happening in the world and being a part of it. Jedi Knight Anna Quinn, Cringe Walker, says, just wanted to let you know of a podcast I'm part. We explored the Foederati and the collapse of Rome's federal government, very relevant to everything today. Foundations podcast. Hope you enjoy. Cool. That sounds like you'd be interested in that too.
Wow.
Ricky J says, I think it was Harry Potter books that said great leaders are those who avoid power but have the role forced upon them. Kind of reminds me of a certain first president of the America, George Washington. He was the general and retired. He went to his retirement spot and they were like, we need you to be president. Please come be president. And he did exactly that. He went and became president of the first president. So, that's a deep dive right there.
Yes.
That's a deep dive right there. George Washington.
Amazing.
Let's do it. All right, so Jedi Knight again says, also, famine, when? There's rumors of 2022 being a really bad year for the world as far as famine goes because, look at what happened in Iowa. We talked about earlier. Just it wrecked 10 million. Let me see. Where, do I have it here? Oh, I closed the window, but 10 million
acres?
Is it acres? 10 million acres of corn. I think most corn in America feeds livestock. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if we're actually eating the corns. I'm not sure.
But we eat the livestock. Well, we don't. You don't. Some people do.
So I just saw that it's 8:00, so I'm definitely running over. I'm gonna still read some super chats. I still have a bunch to get through. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have the time to read them all. I really, you guys are fantastic. I love you guys. So I'm gonna read the rest of these, and then I'm gonna play a song. Are you gonna join me today? No. Okay. You want to play a song too?
Sure.
All right, Ian will play a song. I'll play a song. We're going to keep it short because I don't like to go over the Timcast show. So Doobie McNasty says, follow the... I think it's the White Rabbit. Red Rex says, don't stop, Adam. I'm not going to stop. I love you guys, so I won't stop. Man of Culture says, looking up dimming effect, which is a theory that rapid decrease in pollution because of a lack of human activity can cause a runaway heating problem, which causes extreme weather.
That's amazing.
That's what we were talking about.
What was that word called?
The dimming effect.
Okay.
The dimming effect. Interesting. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. Carlo, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate that. And just let everyone know, you can become a member by clicking join below, and that really helps me grow my channel. It's you basically helping me become more of a successful YouTuber. I'm going to be posting covers of songs that I'm going to be playing. I'll probably post up Sublime, a couple Sublime songs, maybe some Pearl Jam songs. It's going to be for members only, so you'll have to become a member to be able to see those. I won't do covers on air, or I won't post them. I'm only going to post my own original stuff. Dakota Dad says, "Hey guys, had to duck out early tonight, but had to come and support the show. Thank you so much. Awesome, you guys. You got Ian back on, and you guys are covering more than just politics. Keep at it, and I'll keep watching. You guys are rock stars. Yes,
Thank you,
and a
Dakota.
bunch of rocks. Thank you so much. Yeah, we are. I'm gonna do political stuff, like the key political things of the day, but that's just not my vibe." Reveresco says guitar name Magdalena. Oh, that's not bad. In regards to dinosaurs, as Jeff Goldblum says, they had their shot. It's true, they did.
Oh, good point.
And then Chicxulub came in and wiped out.
That's the name of the asteroid?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, wiped out most of the planet. Jacob says down here in Gulfport, MS. Is that Missouri? No, what's MS?
MS. Yeah, I think MO is Missouri.
Oh yeah,
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully, Fujiwara doesn't form. I don't even know what that is. I'll have to look that up. Wolfeneyes, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Marcus says, what do you think of Ayn Rand and Atlas Shrugged? I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
It's a book. It's one of probably her most famous book, and I still haven't read it.
Oh, yeah?
It's about like a dystopian future, I think.
Cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Decacado says, play Last of Us 2. Well, I never played Last of Us 1, and I feel like to play Last of Us 2, I'd have to play the first one, and I'm not gonna do that just to play the second one. A lot of people have asked me to do that. I don't think I'm gonna do it though. Sin says, so spray painted MAGA UFO when? Who knows? I definitely need something to spin, because I feel like I need to spin something. It just is not. It doesn't feel right. I have the UFO board over there. I just didn't have time to hang it. Coven says, I'm sorry for being late. I was pulled over and a female cop let me go. And I have a traffic warrant I didn't know about. Basically, she told me that I'm pathetic for not paying my tickets. Oh my gosh.
That's the best kind of cop.
Yeah, it's true. It's like you get public shamed. Well, thanks for letting me know to let everybody know, because now hopefully you pay your tickets. Daniel Radford says, to me, Make America Great Again means to live up to the ideals that the country was born with. Boom. Freedom, hope, and the American dream where one can live on their feet rather than on their knees. Yes. Boom. Christopher, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Mark Held says, I saw you recently tweeted about Bezmenov. Watch the whole interview from 1984. It's truly chilling. Keep up the great work, and please post the full show on your channel. I'm a shift worker, and sometimes I can't watch live. You can actually check it out on, if you go to playlist, you can select live, and you can access them there. They're just unlisted. And I actually have seen the full Yuri Bezmenov interview. It is rather chilling. And I just got to jump, so let me just find where we were. My goodness. All right, there we go. Okay, 66 Miles, thanks for becoming a member. Villa Music says, I get the feeling that our parents, as well as our generation, decided to cash out on benefits that our grandparents sowed for us. We steered away from traditional and abused our freedoms without taking any responsibility. Boom. Yes. Nailed it. Yep. Nailed it there. Shakiri, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Be Strong and Courteous says, when you're ready to study the person and works of Jesus Christ, please check out James White and Jeff Durbin on some church history. Let's learn 2 + 2 = 4 reason again. Love your stuff, Adam. Thanks. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a Jesus deep dive.
That'd be cool.
You know, not the religious side of him.
Right.
Like the person he is. You know, but obviously it's over 2,000 years ago.
Right.
So who knows? Aaron, thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate you. Christopher, read The Sword of Truth. There are many parallels with today's cultural questions. Awesome book series. I have read The Sword of Truth. It's long, but really good. I haven't actually thought about the parallels, though. It has been a while since I've read it. At least 5 years maybe 7 years, actually, when I finished reading that book series. It's been a while. Matcha says, have you watched the Prime of Miss Jean Brodie? It's incredibly relevant film. It's from 1969, starring Maggie Smith. It's frightening how it mirrors schools today. Give it a watch. All right, yeah, I'll check that out. Alex says, here's to a shot of whiskey. Miss you on Timcast. I'm really enjoying the Adamcast. Well, thank you. All right, appreciate it. Mark Held, Little Witch, and Rick Hayes. Thanks for becoming members. Thank you very much. Abrams Hero says, I have a suggestion for a brief deep dive on the Federalist Papers, number 10. It's the ability of the United States to break down factions and domestic insurrection. Among the best political writings in history. I see you shaking your head. You know,
Tiffany talks a lot about them.
She's
the Federalist? Read them, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I could talk to her about it. She can have her on the show, actually, talk about the Federalist Papers. She'd probably love to talk about it. Jesse B says, Westchester, PA here, had a similar path to Trump. I either wake up and realize what is happening or become another moronic TDS flapping head. Insert gif of Canadian South Park character. Yeah, TDS is a real thing. Lincoln Deming says, keep it up, gents. I'm really enjoying the content. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Jack and Top Knot, thanks for becoming members. I appreciate it. So I'm going to play a song.
I'm thinking we do Walking It So Long, Walking With You. I'll do harmonies.
Sure, yeah.
And then we can toss it over.
Yeah. I think we're going over. I really don't want to be playing after 10.
Yeah. Same. I want to come over there and maybe sit behind you. What do you think?
Well, the mic. You think the mic will
sit
pick
back here? I think the mic, because I'll be loud.
Yeah, you'll be loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be on camera with you.
All right. Yeah, whatever. Come on over.
I'm coming over.
I have no idea what he's about to bust out,
Beautiful
but he said that he's figured out a way to harmonize with the song. So I'm gonna. We haven't ever practiced this at all. So this is just fair warning for both me and the crowd. All right.
It's gonna be good.
I don't know how if you guys can hear the guitar. I took a walk tonight with my love, and all the cats are in the streets. Like us, they're trying to find a way home. Yeah, face life and land up on their feet. Talking about them little things that make you sing and feel alright, a natural high inside. Like sunshine and rain, a fresh coffee to start my day. Well, I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long, but I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, but now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, well, now I'm walking with you. Sun sets along the colonnade. All good dogs and bad are on their way. Like us, they're trying to find a peace of mind. Yeah, face life and its insanities. I'm talking about those little things that make you sing and feel alright, a natural high inside. Like a sunshine and rain, a fresh coffee to start my day. Well, I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long, I've been walking it so long, well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, but now I'm walking with you. And I felt it from the start, a connection from the stars. I've been walking it so long, Well, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Well, now I'm walking with you. Well, now I'm walking with you. Oh, that was fun. Nice, dude.
I love you.
That was good.
Maybe.
That was fun. I like that. All right. All right, so thank you so much, guys. I guess that was fun. Thank you, Ian, for joining me today.
Thank you very much for having me.
We should make it a normal thing.
Def.
I see a lot of, just to let you know, I see a lot of people in comments that are really stoked that you're back and part of the show again.
It's fun. It's fun.
So that's cool. Thanks everybody. I'm gonna hop off. I usually don't like to go over 8 p.m. because obviously Timcast is live right now. So tune over to Timcast and check him out.
He's got an awesome guest tonight.
Yes, he does.
Do you remember who it was?
Brandon Straka. Straka.
Honestly,
I might be saying his name wrong, but it's this guy, Brandon Straka, and Straka. I think
it's Straka.
I'm gonna go meet him later. So, but we are talking tomorrow at the Walkaway Rally. So check that out. He is talking right now, live right now, upstairs, and you can check him out. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll be tomorrow. Karlin Borisenko is joining me on the show. We're going to talk about the walkaway movement, walking away from becoming not being a default Democrat. It'll be a really good conversation. Tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. We're going live. So thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight.